Tony D and Little Joan, and this is your Screenwriter's Rant on three movies about love triangles. The first is called Keeper. I'm not quite sure what that's about, but it's a horror movie. Then is I Really Love My Husband, kind of a comedy with a threesome. And then The Threesome, definitely a threesome. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Check out my books. The links are in the description. Comedy Heart in South Jersey. It's the Pineys. Books 1 through 18. Available at Amazon.com. Don't forget, Kindle Unlimited is free. This is from Osgood Perkins, who I believe did the Long Legs movie, which kind of scarred me. Not in a good way. Not in an entertaining way. In a way like, I don't want to see Osgood Perkins movies. But this is some kind of ghost movie, I think. Because it flashes back between people in the present and people in the past. The past people may be ghosts. And then both people in the couple have this sort of internal monologue questioning their love for each other and who they see when they close their eyes. But in the end, they say, well, that person's a keeper. I have no idea what it's about, but I'll take a stab at it. November 14th. Because it focuses on Liz and then the guy, I forget his name. See, they're seeing this red-headed girl from colonial times, I guess. I think she's a ghost. Malcolm's the other one. So first act, they go to the cabin to get away, and they have dreams, I'm guessing, about this woman. There's also some colonial guys who are like firing guns. So maybe her spirit is undermining their love in some way. Then the second act, things get a whole lot worse as they keep seeing the woman, the ghost, and their relationship is strained because of it. Third act, I guess they're fighting the ghost by the end of it. So, yeah, something like that. Let me read the write-up. A romantic anniversary trip to a secluded cabin turns sinister when a dark presence reveals itself, forcing the couple to confront the property's haunting past. Okay. So, not so much a relationship emergency, but like a ghost emergency. All right. Would I see it? Maybe. This would be like me and my girlfriend could watch this movie because we could pretend like we're the couple and what we would do, and we'd sit there. I'd be like, "Oh, I'd get the hell out of there." Oh, and she'd be like, "Yeah, me too." Do you ever do that? Like you watch a movie about a couple, going through something, and you go, "I wouldn't do that." No, I wouldn't do that either. I'd get the hell out of there. Yeah. Oh, this movie would be 2 minutes long if we were in it. Oh yeah, way smarter than these characters. So yeah, under those circumstances, I would totally watch. I Really Love My Husband. It's a movie about a young couple who gets married, but the woman is, shocker, never satisfied. So she decides like the honeymoon is too much, it's too perfect, and then she invites, I don't know if that's a dude or a girl, this androgynous looking person into their relationship, well, to have sex with them. So the three of them have sex, and then of course it undermines their relationship. The dude's like, I don't know what we're doing. Why did we do this? On their honeymoon they did this. And then later the woman's like, I don't know what I am. I don't know who I am anymore. So Yeah, this is a really dumb idea. If you go on a honeymoon and one of you suggests to do a threesome, I think you failed to understand what a honeymoon is. So don't do that. Absolutely do not do that. Um, yeah. Yeah, think it through. And you should be able to know this stuff like ahead of time. Um, yeah, Anarchy seems to like it. Acerbic, wise, and surprisingly profound. Nah, I don't think it is. I'm going to say no. A playful and enticing look at love and desire, mashable. No, I think you're looking at idiots. I mean, what kind of moron goes on their honeymoon and says, let's do it with another person? It's a dumb idea. So, like, I would think that if you're in a relationship and you're getting married, you're at some point talking about stuff. Even the title shows you how insecure the new bride is. I really love my husband. Yeah, right. So this would be a non-starter for me. A refreshingly fluid approach to sexuality. No, I don't think it is. I don't think it is. But you do you. And another person if that's where you want to go. I mean, I don't think it should be illegal or anything. I think it's stupid. I don't think it should be illegal to punch yourself in the face. But if you're going to do it, I mean, I think it's stupid. Yeah, don't do this. Don't do this. And the next movie gives you a little insight as to why, but first act, they're going on their honeymoon. Everything's great, but the woman feels this weird weight that her life is over and she won't get to have a lot of sex with other strange men. So on their honeymoon, they suggest they have a three-way with some random dude who works on the island, and it starts to unravel their relationship somewhat because they're hipsters and it's this kind of movie. Somehow they work through it and become a better couple for it, I think. I think that's the plot of the movie. I don't think that's how it rolls out in real life. I think 90% of guys, like, when their new wife suggests, hey, you want to do it with that stranger? You'd be like, what the hell is wrong with you? We're on our honeymoon. No. Paid a lot of money for this. I don't want to share you. I don't want to spit roast you. You're not a girl I met at a club in a drunken haze with my buddies. You're my wife. Yeah, this is a non-starter because it takes place in Fantasyland. Let's read the write-up. 1 year into their marriage. Okay, so it's not their honeymoon? Teresa and Drew head to the tropical paradise of Bocas del Toro, Panama for a long overdue honeymoon. Oh, okay, so they've been married a year and now they're having the honeymoon. But as the lush setting strips away their daily routines, Teresa's perception of her golden boy husband begins to shift when she becomes captivated by Paz, a free-spirited expat managing their rental. Teresa proposes an unconventional idea to rekindle their connection, leading to unexpected consequences. Directed by G.G. Hawkins, I Really Love My Husband is a sharp and funny, emotional, resonant exploration of modern love, identity, and the complexities of commitment. Nah, I don't think so. I don't think it is. But again, I don't think it should be illegal. I think maybe you really ought to, I don't know, get some marriage counseling or something. Anyhow, that brings us to The Threesome, which is a movie that kind of shows you why you probably shouldn't have a threesome. And about this dude, he used to date this girl, and he still wants to date her, but the girl's like saying no. So his, I guess they work in a bar or something. So his friend tells him, oh, go talk to that other hot girl who kind of looks like her. So he does, and end up going clubbing, and then they end up in a three-way. All right, and then the three of them have sex. Now they're all single and they're young. I mean, again, it's not too smart, but whatever. But he manages to knock up both of them. Now that's pretty effing stupid, but also kind of funny for the movie. And both women decide to have the kid, and he is trying to do right by both of them. But now the girl who he used to have a relationship with is like, hey, I want to have a relationship with you now. Why are you paying attention to this other woman you knocked up when we had sex with her? And he's like, well, I knocked her up. I kind of don't have a choice. So then she's sort of fighting for her, and then maybe he's going to go with her. So it's sort of a reverse on which guy will the girl end up with. It's a rom-com. So it's which girl the guy will end up with. And end up going to the same doctor. He pretends to be the other girl's boyfriend. And then they probably find out at the hospital. And which girl will he end up with? Goes to the same doctor, and the doctor is shocked. Like, he takes the other girl, and then the doctor looks at him like, did you forget something? Then he has to be in the room with the next girl because he knocked her up too. So I find it kind of funny. But it does have a very sort of hipster sensibility about it. So in other words, they're all going to work it out. It's no big deal. It's like no big deal to these, what is this, Gen Z or the millennials? I don't know which generation it is. So here's his friend. His friend just comes along and taunts him. But like, if they had done this in the 90s, it would have been a lot more crude and edgy, I think. It's a little soft for a comedy. I mean, it's supposed to be a rom-com. I'm not exactly sure who it's aimed at. Because rom-coms are normally aimed at women, but I mean, kind of doesn't feel like a woman plot. Because he knocked up two girls and he's trying to like do right by both of them. So I assume he picks one at the end. So first act, he's in love with this girl who I guess he broke up with, or she's playing hard to get or pushing him away. Talks to this other girl one night. They end up at the club. They get a little drunk. They end up in a threesome. And out of the three people having sex, nobody suggests condoms. I don't even think they really know this woman, so it's a bit much. It's a bit like, what the F are you doing? But none of them have condoms. None of them have the pill, or one of the girls was supposed to take the pill and she forgot. And it's like, okay, dummy. But like for comedy, it kind of works. It's kind of light, but it's very soft. So then they both get pregnant. And they're making jokes about the double pregnancy, so that's kind of funny. But then it's like the girl who always was in a relationship with him now is losing him to the other girl because she was too stupid to see that they were meant to be together or whatever. Third act, now there could be a big twist in the third act. And that twist could be that the new girl was already pregnant. Or, you know, actually they reveal she got pregnant by a guy before him. And then it all works out because they both have, you know, a guy. That would kind of be the way to get out of it, to get out of the uncomfortableness of it, rather than, oh, they both have the baby and they're both his, and he ends up with one girl and the other girl's just, I don't know, she's just winging it. But I'm not sure. I don't know if they would go that far or bother. They probably just, one of them just says, oh no, I'm not in love with you. I'll just raise the kid by myself. I'll find another guy. I think it's more airy and light than that. Would I see it? It was sort of amusing. I mean, I wouldn't totally cross it off my list, but it's not normally my type of movie. Maybe if my girlfriend wanted to watch it, I'd be like, all right. I think it would be mildly watchable. All right. So, but again, probably shouldn't engage in a threesome, uh, especially if you're not using condoms. I mean, you're really rolling some dice there. A young man's perennial crush leaves him to an unexpected threesome. He thinks it's the ultimate fantasy come true. When the fantasy ends, all three are left sobering real-world consequences to take responsibility for their actions. So it's kind of, in its own weird way, based. Chad Hartigan directs and Ethan Ogilvy writes. So, very attractive women in this as well. All right, so how do I rank these? The threesome, I really love my husband, and keeper. I gotta put I really love my husband on the bottom. This sounds like nonsense to me. Yeah, yeah, it just sounds like you need to be in marriage counseling, and probably therapy, because the husband's not doing you any favors by going along with it, I would say. So I don't see this as realistic at all. I wouldn't want to watch this movie, so I put that on the bottom. Second from the bottom would be The Keeper. I mean, it could be good. It's a horror movie. But Osgood Perkins, man. No. No. Maybe he didn't write it. Let me see. I have a feeling. I mean, I kind of like the character internal monologue, but they were exactly the same. Yeah, he directed it. Nick Leopard wrote it. Romantic Anniversary, it's the same thing. See what Nick also wrote. Dangerous Animals. I've heard good things about that. He didn't write Long Legs, which I did not like. So maybe I give him another chance, but doubtful. And I got to say at the top, because I kind of laughed at it, it'd be The Threesome. I know some of you trad types might say, oh, you shouldn't have a threesome. I mean, they're young and they're single and they did something stupid. And it's a comedy, so it's a little lighter. It's not meant to be like 100% reality, but I would have gone harder on the movie. You know, I think I would have gone harder on it a little bit and made these characters a little bit more comedic and really played up this guy banged two girls and he's in real trouble and both girls are like fighting over him. I think this could have been a much funnier comedy than just romantic. I think the romantic part of this is going to be really hard to navigate. So I'm interested to see how they attempt to do that. Whether they just brush off one of the women or whether they again try to explain, oh, well, yeah, she really got pregnant by another dude, so you're off the hook kind of thing. So, anyhow, that's it for me, Tony D and Little Jones somewhere behind me. Thanks for tuning in. Still no word on what happened in Williamstown. I'm still trying to find out. But this week, on Thursday, I'll be at Jane's Tea House. Jane's Tea House, that's in Haddon Heights, New Jersey, for 7 to 9. And that's going to be tea with the Jersey Devil. Very fancy. Saturday, of course, it's looking good for the weather. It's the New Jersey Folk Festival. I'm very psyched for this. I should have plenty of books. I'm not going to have as many as I wanted. I really wanted to stock up. I ordered books on August 7th. And that big shipment of books, unfortunately, isn't coming until 2 days after New Jersey Folk Fest. So pray for an Amazon miracle that they come early, and that would be muy bueno, Amazon. Sunday, depending on the weather, I'm going to do the second day of the Peach Fest in Bridgeton at the Dragon Shops. So that's going to be the weekend and the week. Hope to see you there. We'll see you in the next one.